I have just started a silicone baby, so this baby just got his veins and his undertones. Most of the veins on a silicone baby are noticed in the head, very slight veins in the hands. You can barely see them because they were just painted, and it takes time for the paint to surface. That's why you want it so translucent, because it will surface. And that's the hardest part about painting a silicone baby. People don't understand. If you see how lightly painted these bottom of these feet have his little undertones and his veins, you can barely see except on his head, because he's going to have hair, and that's basically the most veiny part of a newborn. They're so underdeveloped that you can hardly see their veins, and that's what you want. I mean, you can see them a little bit more than others, but this is a shadow of his spine. That's what you'll be seeing here. And I am going to continue. I use Slick Pig paints with Cycle Paint A and B. And after I open these, I seal them with saran wrap, because Cycle Paint B tends to clump up fast. So that's what I usually use. But this is the first step of a silicone baby for me. This is how I do it. I do the veining and the undertones first. I will be fast curing this baby, and then I will be working on the next baby. I'm painting two, a boy and a girl. These are custom order baby silicones that got ordered from my doll moms for the holidays, and I just wanted to share this video. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. But this is basically a video to help those who are painting silicone babies. I always have these handy because everything sticks to a silicone when you're painting. As you can see, there's plastic on this table. We have another baby over here. She's more painted and advanced than he is. She has more color to her, but she's not fully ready, and I don't want to show her yet. But this is basically what I use. I use cycle paints, but I also use these paints. You use them for epoxy, but anyways, what I was saying is use your own judgment when using paints, because you have no idea the options that you can really use. You could use normal oil paints and mix it with the Cycle Paint A and B, or you could use this and mix these. I use these for the nails, and I do washes on my babies if I'm trying to get a color, and these are more translucent than Slick Pig, or Silk Pig, Slick Pig, who knows. But this is what I use on my washes because it's so translucent. And I also do my nails. I do a dot of yellow, and then a bigger dot of white. And I only want a tad of yellow to give it like a creamy-ish look, because our nails are not white. As you can see, mine are dirty because I've been painting for days. And I have been really busy at Newborn Nursery Reborn. So anyways, this baby has more color to her than this baby because she's more advanced in the paint process. And I stopped in the middle of her process. I just have to finish her. And this baby right here is, starting his process. So I want to make sure that, when I give people advice on painting dolls, because I've been doing them for so long, my biggest advice to you would be buy a small $30, $20 silicone doll and paint that and see how it comes out. How much does it cost to paint a silicone doll? It's going to run you about $200 to buy all the materials to paint a silicone doll. So that's another thing. The materials alone, Slick Pig is not cheap. The paints I use are not cheap. I use different things for different reasons. I use my sea sponges for my mottling process. I don't use the mottling sponges that I use. Like these ones, I have mottling sponges like these that I use on my reborn vinyls. But on my silicone babies, I use this. Another thing is silicones collect tons of hair. Another thing is when you are painting a silicone baby, they collect dust, little tiny fibers, hairs. It doesn't matter how clean you keep your environment because I keep mine very clean, sterile. But unfortunately, I have to have my paints and all my products near me. So when I'm painting my babies, I have everything I need. This I use to spray them down during each layer. This baby needs to cure, and then I'm gonna be working on the mottling, and then after the mottling, I'm gonna do a skin layer, and then creases, and then the matting process, and then I'll root this baby's head, and I'm going to be painting this baby's head. So that's basically your basics for painting a silicone doll. I use these to dab out paint. You can use these sponges. You can use any sponge you want. I also have these that they give patients at the hospital when they want to hydrate a patient that can't drink yet. They put this in water and they put it on their mouths and slowly give them liquids. This is a swab, like a mouth swab that you could get off Amazon by the packs, or you could buy those pouncers on Amazon or Temu or wherever you want to buy them. I buy my products all over, but I get my Cycle Paint A and B and my Silk Pig from Amazon because it's quick, it's cheap, and it's not cheap, but it's quick service. I don't gotta wait for delivery. I don't order anything from China when I'm working on my babies. All my products are USA products. The thinner that I use is Novax thinner, and I use high quality matte powder on my babies. Silicone Velvet. And I use another one, the FX silicone matting powder, which is really amazing. To me, you get way more for your money. Silicone Velvet is a ripoff. They give you a little tiny bit of an envelope like this much powder for $28. Give me a break. I'll buy wherever I can get my money's worth because we're painting dolls. These are not real babies. We are only imprinting a look to look like a real baby. We are painting dolls to make them look real, and adding realism to these dolls takes time, patience, and lots of money to invest. So if you're not ready to invest lots of money, this is another. So another thing is, if you're not ready to invest, just remember this is very pricey to invest into a silicone doll painting. You can also use BB Dino silicone pigmented yellow paints, because I'll tell you one thing. When I first started my journey on silicone painting, I used regular, just regular, non-branded, unbranded, on an Amazon, any type of oil paint. And I used that to paint my silicone dolls, and I mixed it with the A and B, and my babies were fine. Then I upgraded, and I went to BB Dino. And because they had no more in stock, I then tried Slick Pig. And then I tried the washes with these because they're so translucent they worked for me. So these are basically to like do epoxy projects and stuff like that. But think about it. These are all the same paints. Paints are just different for different things and work on what? Everything. All these paints right here in front of you do all the same thing. They're all oil-based paints. And these are not oil-based. They're more translucent, but they're amazing for washes when you're doing a silicone doll. So give them a try because you might like them. They come in 27 colors, which Slick Pig, you only get, how many colors does this come in? 9-pack. You get 27 colors with this. I love their purple when I'm doing belly buttons, and when a baby's anatomically correct, I like to use this purple with a little bit of red to make it look real and add that realism to that baby's penis or that baby's private. And that's, or the testicle area. That's what I use to give that baby that much more realism. This fuchsia, and I have a purple that I mix with it, and a little bit of red, and all those colors together add that realism to the baby. I will show a video of this baby when it's finished. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. I will be posting videos soon on how to paint these dolls. But for now, I'm just letting you know and see the products that I use to paint my silicone dolls, what you need, what you don't need. You can use any thinner. It doesn't have to be odorless. Don't listen to other people. Thinner is thinner, whether it stinks or it doesn't. If you can take a stinky one, use it. Don't listen to people. Listen to yourselves. Don't let other people tell you what to do, and make your own decisions when it comes to painting silicone dolls or reborn dolls, because I'm going to tell you right now, nobody defines or gonna tell me you shouldn't use this or you shouldn't use that. Guess what? Yes, you should. If your gut is telling you to use something, don't go on YouTube searching for videos and using what other people, like I said. I just showed you guys four different paints that you can use on dolls. And guess what? When I did my research before I went to school, they tried to say that Slick Pig was the only option. But guess what? They were wrong. There's many options out here. This comes in a pack of 27. Look them up on Amazon. I can put links in the comments of this videos to the products that I use to make it very easy to find if you're interested in doing that. Except my matting powder, I use FX, high quality matting powder for silicone dolls, or I use the rest of the silicone velvet. I will no longer purchase that. It is amazing, but there's also other amazing out there for more for your money. You get like this size cup full of powder for $15. You pay $28 and you get this size cup full of silicone velvet. Give me a break. I don't care about your name brand. It's all the same stuff. It's just different name brands. BB Dino is more affordable than Slick Pig. But guess what? These both are the exact same paints. They do the exact same thing. All three of these paints. So don't let people fool you when it comes to painting your dolls. Be confident. Anyways, like I was saying, and I pressed stop on the record button by accident. Be confident when painting. Be confident when buying your products for your silicone babies. There's so many options out here. And there's so many different things out here. I highly recommend, and I will stand by that, if I'm starting to paint out a doll to stay on a budget, I would buy a Cycle Paint A and B because it gives you a long time to work. The cheapest thinner that I could find. And I would buy these pigmented paints because you want your paint translucent. You see how translucent that is? You can see right through it. That means your paint is correct. That's another tip I can give you guys. These are just tips when starting to paint a silicone doll. And these are things that are going to help your journey. You can use anything you want. You could buy a pack of 27 and pay $10 and do the same thing as one that costs 40. So trust and believe me, I have the experience. I've painted 28 silicone babies in my lifetime. This is the 29th, and she will be number 30. Well, or vice versa, because I painted her first and she's not finished. I'm going to continue on to this baby. But that's how it is. That's how it works. Products that I use this just to withdraw my thinner, and I add it to my A and B. And how do I measure my A and B? I take my stick and I do the tip of the stick, just the tip, like right there of A, and a tip right there of B, and I mix it in, and I do let me see, yeah, my finger just got blue in it from touching that cup. I do right here to number 3 or 4 with thinner, and I mix it in there. That much thinner. Why? Because you want your paint very translucent. You want it to go on so that it looks like it belongs there, that it's inside the skin. If you make it look like it's on top of the surface, that means your A and B is too thick. And these are the tips and tricks that I can do to help people. If you're interested in taking a live course where I would walk you through the course, you can reach me out on Instagram, email me, or reach me on Facebook at Newborn Nursery Reborn. The artist at gmail.com. That's our email. And Newborn Nursery Reborn on Facebook. Or you can reach us on Instagram at Newborn Nursery Reborn. We have many platforms. I'm also on YouTube, Newborn Nursery Reborn. So if you guys are interested in knowing all the products and the variety of products, and you want to get walked through a course with somebody directing you and telling you, I would be able to do that. My classes are affordable. You would have to buy your own products, nothing late. If I was to charge in the thousands, I would supply those things, but I'm not. So it's $450 to take a course to learn how to paint a silicone doll, which is a good investment. I only do the basics, and I teach you, and I show you the products, what to use, and I walk you through the process. And I tell you what's wrong and what's right. That's the difference of learning on your own or having somebody walk and guide you through it. I paid $1,200 for my course. So the course I'm offering is only $400, which is really affordable. So if you're interested in doing a course on silicone dolls, please let me know. You can email me. You can reach me on any of those platforms that I just mentioned. And thank you guys for watching. And as always, subscribe to our channel for more content and more tips and tricks on reborning silicones and vinyl dolls. Thanks for watching.